Hey y'all, I gotta get straight into this video because I just finished watching the Jason Lee Breakfast Club interview, and I have to really talk to Charlamagne today. Charlamagne, please come into this video, please. And please listen with open ears, okay? And not only that, welcome to my channel. You all, this is Riahjaysreality. I'm Riah J, and yeah, just subscribe, okay? Because it's lots of content on this channel for anybody in the world. It don't matter who you are, black, white, yellow, Spanish, Guyanese. It don't matter, girl, boy, transgender. It doesn't matter. I have content for everybody. But this specific video, I'm going to be getting into Charlamagne's ASS, because Charlamagne is doing some really trifling things. So first, I'm going to start off by playing this. I'm gonna play this video. I screen recorded. I'm gonna insert it right here, but I just want to get this one specific part specifically out to you guys. Like, definitely go watch Jason Lee's Breakfast Club interview. I know you all watch the Breakfast Club like me and everybody else in the world. It's a very popular radio platform. And not only that, I believe the Breakfast Club was at a point many years ago where they were for the culture. I think they are trying to clean up their image a lot in these recent years. They are trying to get out of the messiness, but it seems to me that they are back in the messy, they back in the messy castle, you know? First of all, Jason Lee, I just want to say that I've been watching Jason Lee since before he was connected to iHeartRadio. I was watching Jason Lee since before he was on Fox Soul. I've been watching Jason Lee before the book. Like, I've been watching Jason Lee on his platform since before all the big deals, before he went on Wendy Williams, before he did his first interview on the Breakfast Club, you know? So Jason Lee, I just want to let you know that I watched the entire interview of you on the Breakfast Club, and you really changed, like, in a good way. And I just want to clap it up for you. Like, you've grown so much. Like, you are not the Jason Lee that I used to see in the past, you know. And honestly, I've stopped watching Hollywood Unlocked a while ago because it just became too toxic for my ears and I couldn't take it anymore, you know. But when I just watched you show up, honey, and show the fuck out, I was like, wow, I'm so proud of you, Jason Lee. I just want you to keep on growing, keep evolving. God has all the grace and glory over your life. Don't give up. Listen, I believe every word you said about Karen Civil. It's not, and I don't even know Karen Civil like that from a hole in the wall, and neither do I know you, Charlamagne, or anybody else. But what I can do is I can just look at a situation, hear what a person is saying, and find the truth within that. You understand what I'm saying? So I just know that you were being honest. I felt the sincerity in your heart. I seen you be vulnerable and just put all emotions on the line, you know, and I just want you to know that I believe you. Now, Karen Civil, on the other hand, if there is so many people coming out and speaking out against you in regards to your reputation and how you do business and how you move, how you thieving, and how you being a fucking a conniving bee, you know, and how you are just so you know, you very spiteful, Karen Civil. Like, I believe if a lot of people, 9 times out of 10, if so many people are coming out in the world or coming out around you talking about you and how dirty and disgusting and low down you are, I believe that is true. And I believe you have some deep, dark, ugly demons within you that you need to work on, Karen Civil. Jesse Wu, that story is so sad. How can you do that to your Haitian black sister? How can you do that, Karen Civil? Joyner Lucas, Jason Lee, Meek Mill. I mean, the list goes on, Karen Civil. And you are steady trying to, you know, once the flower, it's like the truth is the flower. Once the flower grows up out of the concrete, here comes Karen Civil throwing dirt on top of a beautifully bloomed, grown flower. Why are you like this, Karen Civil? Do you not realize that what you put out in the world and the way you are showing up is gonna come back to you? It's nothing you can do to avoid it. So the best way that you know how to get in front of the mess is to throw dirt on top of a beautiful flower that found the strength to grow from the concrete. Karen Civil, you have a lot of spiritual healing to do. If you would like to talk to me, I'm here. I can give you some insight, baby, but you're going to have to be honest. You're going to have to put your whole life story on the table so I can see, where does Karen Civil need help? Where can I help Karen Civil grow? Where can I make her see certain areas of her life that she may not be able to see in her own life? Now, oh God, I dropped the phone, y'all. I'm trying to get this video out real quick because this interview just dropped and I gotta drop this knowledge. All right, so I'm gonna play the part with Charlamagne. Charlamagne, I'm coming for you right now. This is your part. At the 5-minute mark, Charlamagne, is where you should actually tune in. But I would recommend, Charlamagne, that you watch the entire video in its entirety because there's some things you too need to learn, Charlamagne. Let's get into it. I gotta find the part.
Drop that story. But she has all these issues with me, and she wants to talk about Karen Civil. So the person said Nikki wanted to talk to Discovery. Where'd the $20,000 come from? How'd you file that on your taxes? Did he file on his taxes? He's a minor. Did you have a contract with his parents? Did you get permission? What? I want to follow the money. I want to follow the text messages, the emails. Who's behind it? Who's supporting what? That's what they're trying to avoid. But they can't avoid it.
Listen closely, y'all.
And we plan to
listen to Charlamagne.
So they're gonna bring up are they gonna bring up charges, and when are they gonna do the charges? Do we know?
We had a meeting yesterday, and my team doesn't want to talk about everything we plan to do legally, but just like for sure, it's not a moment in social media history. Definitely gonna pursue it. You know, there's a lot of people online guiding Karen Civil. There's a person that we all know that you may not want to talk about today who's guiding her. His name is Joe Budden. He's had a lot to say on Clubhouse. Now, I haven't heard all his clips, but I did want to say something really quick to Joe. Joe, you've had a lot to say about me. Even though it wasn't a lot, it was too much, even if it was my name. Don't say nothing about me because you don't know what I have about you. And I'm telling you, at this point, if everybody wants to insert themselves in this conversation, please don't have no dirt, because I am loyal to Hollywood Unlocked, the same platform that Karen tried to take away. And to distract people from the point that she actually admitted it, is crazy to me. That's the frustrating part. I'm sitting here watching this movie play out, like people tweeting me, Joe Budden now coming for Jason Lee. I'm like, coming for me for what? And it makes sense. She's now trying to use every relationship she got to hold on to the little bit of credibility that she doesn't have. You, out your own mouth, said you did it. You said you were Olivia Pope. Well, guess what? Olivia Pope never got caught. That's the difference. Olivia Pope would have went down in a burning plane to say she didn't do it. But Karen wanted to be that hood bitch and own it. Well, cool, I'm glad you owned it. So you're gonna have to own it all the way to the end now.
Where is my Pali Santo? Jason Lee, you do not sound healed at all.
No, I'm very healed. I actually thought about what I was gonna say today because, you know, I said they will get caught up in the delivery.
And Jason Lee, you was right. When you come on a platform as big as the Breakfast Club, speaking some real ass shit like you was doing, you have to just understand that everybody can't everybody cannot take the truth. Everybody will not accept your truth. Oh my God, Jason Lee, I am so proud of you because I know how much you have grown. You could have came on the Breakfast Club today and went berserk. You could have took the reckless route, but you said, you know what? I'm gonna be humble. God is working on me. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna put all the facts and all the truth on the table. And look what Charlamagne said to you when you just finished giving a testimony on your life. Where's my polytosis? Whatever he was talking about. Where's my sage at? Charlamagne. And then he said, Jason Lee, you do not seem healed to me. Charlamagne. Shame on you, Charlamagne. Because someone is speaking their truth and speaking up for themselves, you think you correlate that with them not being healed? A person can be 1,010% healed from whatever the fuck they've gone through in their life. And they can still talk their truth. They can still talk their shit. They can still be vulnerable in whatever way they choose to be. Charlamagne, you tried to manipulate Jason right there at that point in moment. And see, that point right there, and the words you spoke probably would have went over a lot of people's head. But it didn't go over mine. It's clear to me, Charlamagne, why you are still in therapy every week. Because you have not understood the basic life skills. Yes, be loyal to yourself. and be loyal to those that are being to you. But Jason clearly sat there in that interview chair in the radio studio today, and he broke down every piece of the situation. Karen's done this. Karen's done that. I forgive Karen. Karen continued to do this. Karen. And because you are so loyal to your friends and the people that you consider your homies, you shot that man down. You shot that man down, Charlamagne. How dare you? How dare you, Charlamagne? But you're so healed and you all about mental health. No, your loyalty lies with those that you love and those that you consider friends. You sat there and said, I fuck with everybody involved. No, clearly you side more with Karen than you side with Jason, because you would have never said that. Where's my sage? You are clearly not healed. Charlamagne, just because someone is speaking their truth and their testimony and being vulnerable in whatever way they choose to, for their own self, for their own for their selves, does not mean that they are not healed. No, Charlamagne, what you were speaking on Jason is what you feel about yourself. You are not fully healed, which is why you are still in therapy every week, because you do not understand basic life skills. If you are healed, that means, yes, I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm no longer pressed about a situation. I'm no longer hurting over what happened in the past, but I'm never going to forget. And I'm never going to fuck with you the way that I used to fuck with you in the past. Charlamagne, I would suggest you to continue to stay in therapy. And all that mental health shit that you speak, Charlamagne, I am very disappointed in you. I thought you've grown, Charlamagne, but clearly you are still the same little boy who hurt that girl, that little girl back in the day. And you using that mental health campaign of yours and writing these books, and everybody that comes up on the Breakfast Club and asking them, how are you today? How's your mental health? No, Charlamagne, today you're in the hot seat, and I want to ask you, how are you really doing, Charlamagne? How are you? I don't think you're doing good. Because if you was a real healed brother, you would have never shot that man down like that. And Jason, you see, I can clearly see Jason Lee, he's really working on himself. Because see, I used to watch Jason back in the Disney, and he used to give it up crazy. He would have came up on his channel and went so hard on Karen, y'all probably would have had to end the interview because he was just being so reckless. But today God told him, Jason Lee, if you want people to take you serious, if you want people to see your growth, you're going to have to change the ways that you do things. You're going to have to change your behavior. You're going to have to change the approach. And he did it. He listened to what Allah told him. And here you go with your manipulative ass, Charlamagne, and you shot that man down. Another black brother sitting beside you. I'm highly disappointed. I'm highly disappointed. You too, Charlamagne. If you want to sit down with me and have a conversation with me and lay down all of your entire life, good, bad, and ugly, we can have a conversation. We don't got to do it on camera. We could do it in private. But I want to help you, Charlamagne, because it's clear to me that the therapist that you are seeing, whether she's doing a good job or not, you're not really resonating what she's teaching you and telling you and showing you, because you would have never said that shit. I'm available for you, Charlamagne, and Karen Civil. We don't have to do this on camera, but I want to help y'all because y'all are operating in a low vibration state, and because y'all are such big, successful celebrity figures out in the world, and millions of people listen to y'all. If you say jump off a bridge, they will do it because of who you are. Both of y'all got a lot more work to do. So the door's open. You can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me in my email. Just have a conversation with me. Lay it all on the table. And when you sit down and talk to me, I'm a type of person, I can see through the bullshit. Okay? I can see through the lies. So there's no reason to come to me with that shit. If you want to have a sincere, open, genuine conversation where I can literally show you some shit about healing. I can show you about being open, being vulnerable, forgiveness. I can show you some shit. I can help you see some shit that you've never, your eyes are just, at this point in time in your life, Karen and Charlamagne, your eyes are just not equipped to see the truth. But mine's are. Reach out to me because both of y'all need help. Jason Lee, keep growing, keep prospering, man. It's a lot of opportunities that are coming your way. I feel it. God is gonna bless you. You came out there and put your whole soul on the line, and there's not a lot of people that can do that these days because they're operating in fear. But you have grown. You've grown. I'm proud of you, Jason. I just want to say I love you and keep it up, because not a lot of people can see what I see, but I want you to know that I see you and I'm proud of you, and keep going. So my babies, I am gonna roll the clips now as far as the from 23 minutes of the interview to 30 minutes, from the 23-minute mark to the 30-minute mark. I want y'all to specifically listen very carefully to everybody's dialect at this point of the video. But of course, watch the whole video. But when you get to 23 to 30, open your ears, open your eyes. The proof is in the pudding. Anyways, my babies, if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to your girl Riahjay's channel. Okay, my babies, this is the end of the content video, my babies. I love you all so much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace and love. And I know I look a mess, so don't judge me, okay? I had to get on here and speak this word today. It was pulling at my heart so bad. Okay, peace and love. Bye.
Somebody reaches out to my team and says somebody wants to talk to Jason Lee. Now, the person who sent it, I'm not going to say his name right now, but I said, okay, well, let me call him. I called him, and he said, Nicki Minaj would like to speak to you. What? Nicki Minaj, after 4 years of fighting, dropping stories on her, talking, I mean, she's currently got served for the husband who raped that girl. You know, she canceled the VMAs because she wasn't ready to do her performance, even though she blamed it on COVID and didn't get the Video Vanguard Award as a result of that. I don't even know if we dropped that story. But all these, she has all these issues with me, and she wants to talk about Karen Civil. So the person said Nicki wanted to talk to me and with Karen on the phone. I said, no, she can call me directly. I'll talk to Karen, to Nicki, but she didn't want to talk to me by herself on the phone, so the call didn't happen. The reason why I think Nicki is trying to call now and intervene is because when we pursue Karen the way that we're getting ready to, we got to go through a process called discovery. Where'd the $20,000 come from? How'd you file that on your taxes? Did he file on his taxes? He's a minor. Did you have a contract with his parents? Did you get permission? What? I want to follow the money. I want to follow the text message, the emails. Who's behind it? Who's supporting what? That's what they're trying to avoid. But they can't avoid it now because it's out there. And we plan to figure it out.
So they're gonna bring up are they gonna bring up charges, and when are they gonna do the charges? Do we know?
We had a meeting yesterday, and my team doesn't want to talk about everything we plan to do legally, but just like for sure, it's not a moment in social media history. Definitely gonna pursue it. You know, there's a lot of people online guiding Karen Civil. There's a person that we all know that you may not want to talk about today who's guiding her. His name is Joe Budden. He's had a lot to say on Clubhouse. Now, I haven't heard all his clips, but I did want to say something really quick to Joe. Joe, you've had a lot to say about me. Even though it wasn't a lot, it was too much, even if it was my name. Don't say nothing about me because you don't know what I have about you. And I'm telling you, at this point, if everybody wants to insert themselves in this conversation, please don't have no dirt, because I am loyal to Hollywood Unlocked, the same platform that Karen tried to take away. And to distract people from the point that she actually admitted it, it's crazy to me. That's the frustrating part. I'm sitting here watching this movie play out, like people tweeting me, Joe Budden now coming for Jason Lee. I'm like, coming for me for what? And it makes sense. She's now trying to use every relationship she got to hold on to the little bit of credibility that she doesn't have. You, out your own mouth, said you did it. You said you were Olivia Pope. Well, guess what? Olivia Pope never got caught. That's the difference. Olivia Pope would have went down in a burning plane to say she didn't do it. But Karen wanted to be that hood bitch and own it. Well, cool, I'm glad you owned it. So you're going to have to own it all the way to the end now.
Where is my Pali Santo? Jason Lee, you do not sound healed at all.
No, I'm very healed. I actually thought about what I was going to say today because, you know, I said they will get caught up in the delivery. I said I wasn't even going to talk about Joe Budden today. But I thought about it. They say I work for you. When he got into it with you, and then I started doing my job after an interview with Tahiri that just Tahiri hit me up about. they said that I was Charlamagne's bitch. When I report on what Nicki's doing, I'm Cardi B unlocked. They've discredited me every chance they've gotten. The whole time I've let them. I don't call Charlamagne and say, can you go on your show and please tell them that I'm not your bitch? Because I don't need Charlamagne to stick up for me, and I don't need to stick up for Charlamagne. He's a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man. I do what I do based on what I believe needs to be done. Envy, when I was in Colombia and you were calling my phone, I was like, damn, what did we do to Envy today? I started going
I'm
to
gonna tell
Holly.
you, the funny thing is I called Jason Lee, right? And I'm calling him on just, sometimes, I feel like we don't thank people, or we don't say, you know what, I appreciate that. So what I told myself is this year I'm gonna call people, because I have a bad habit. I don't call anybody. I keep to myself, me and my family. So I called Jason. Call him. So I finally get him on the phone, and he sounds mad weary, right? And it's the funniest thing. I'm like, hey, what's up, Jason? It's Envy. Yeah, what's up? I'm like, damn, why the fuck nigga sound so weary? I'm like, I'm just calling to say thank you. He goes, what? Just calling to say thank you, brother. Because I appreciate it, and I appreciate your opinion on certain things, because you don't hold back. It wasn't anything that you did for me.
Yeah.
You didn't post anything on your page about me, but you did something where a lot of people don't do it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say thank you. That's the reason I called.
I was in Colombia and said Envy, and I kept sending a voicemail, so I called my team. I'm like, what the fuck did y'all do to Envy? What the fuck Envy calling me about, Because Envy don't call. But then when I called you and you thanked me, I was kind of shocked, because people don't do that. People don't do that. And I think that, for many reasons, I own a lot of that too, because I haven't shown people the human side of me. I do show them when I come at people's side, I have to start showing more of that, and that's why I'm trying to evolve. I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect. I'm doing the therapy. I'm doing the, praying more and taking more time to myself. And, I've lost the weight, but now I'm mentally trying to lose the weight of feeling like I always have to be on the defense, But I have an immense amount of respect for you too. And so for when you call and when you thank me, I hung up and looked at my team, and I was like, that was Envy thanking me. It was crazy. But, again, I'm not mad at Karen Civil anymore, because there was a big release this weekend. Like, damn, okay, you took responsibility. Now we can let the process do what the process is going to do. I tweeted that she should go to jail, and that, no, I didn't tweet that. I said that on my Instagram in a rant, that she should go to jail, and that,
Serious, do you? I wanted to give another perspective.
Yeah.
Here. Because I fuck with everybody involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't hate nobody. I either love you, wish you well, or hope you heal. Do you really want to see her go to jail, Jason?
Yes.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why. Because let's have this conversation. Everybody wants to see Tory Lanez go to jail for shooting Meg. He hurt a black woman, allegedly. So if he's found guilty of hurting her, that's a crime. He should go to jail. Protect black women. Protect Jessie Wu. Protect the women in Haiti. Protect the black women that were my employees, who were subjected to almost losing their jobs as a result of this cyber crime. It's a crime. But it's a crime against somebody that may not be as popular as Meg or whatever, but it's still a crime. People should be held accountable. I've been accused. Right now I'm on this streaming platform called Bigo Live. There's a guy on there who does a lot of dirty stuff to people. And he released my home address, and he was doing all these things and calling me all kinds